is on your side. This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
And you say, I'm a hero.
Just 3 years old and already a hero. Tonight, the toddler that saved his parents from a burning home and this local family's struggle to say goodbye to the infant that did not make it out.
Plus, 2 very public shootings and 3 homicides since Friday. The latest, apparently, the end to a history of violence.
But first at 6 o'clock, the tax man might want to hang the help wanted sign. He's got nearly 37,000 doors to knock on in Mecklenburg County. All those taxpayers holding on to $38 million, the county says, belongs in its coffers. Good evening and welcome. I'm Paul Cowan.
And I'm Maureen O'Boyle. You've heard the old saying, 2 things in this life are certain, death and taxes, yet people are always trying to avoid both of them. This time, people are avoiding taxes in record numbers. Their names all appeared in print in the Sunday edition of the Charlotte Observer. Most owe less than $5,000. WBTV's business reporter Melissa Hankins joins us now live. So, Melissa, is this just another problem that we can blame on the recession?
Well, Maureen, we talked to a lot of people in town today who had not paid their taxes, and it's embarrassing for them. They don't want to go on camera. But here's what they told us. There is a difference between this year and the past several, but not enough of a difference to help them when a hefty bill pops up, like a property tax. And here's an example. A lot of people are finding work right now, but they're not getting paid the same levels they were before. They're not working enough hours. It all means we are very far away from pre-recession levels, and this right here is black and white proof.
Just look at it. Row after row after row of solemn gray print. All local people who haven't paid their taxes. It's a reminder that the recession can still hit us hard, even though it's technically over. The Charlotte Observer printed over 36,500 delinquent names and addresses. We took the list around town to ask people what they think.
Why did somebody put my name in the paper? Why is my name listed there?
A lot of them were upset.
So, everybody's name is kind of a breach of privacy, I think.
And one wanted to see if she was included.
Yeah, I'm looking because it's going to be, oh, look, I made the cut. I'm not in here.
Does that make you happy?
Yeah, because I think I owed car taxes.
These days, it feels like a lot of people owe a little something, and it adds up. Homeowners and small businesses owe the most, but even Charlotte's big banks, B of A and Wells Fargo, even they are on the list. And government services are suffering. Given the economy, however, many are in a forgiving mood.
I'm sure the people who owe taxes are in a bad situation anyway, so that's just adding insult to injury.
Tax collectors say they get a boost when they print this list. If you are behind on your taxes and you need help, you're encouraged to call the tax office so you can work out a payment plan. Live in Charlotte, I'm Melissa Hankins, WBTV on your side.
And Melissa, you mentioned it's not just the little guy who owes the county taxes. We also found Bank of America owes a combined $14,500, most of it on acquired properties. The bank told us, quote, we are currently researching each of the properties, and if the properties are indeed Bank of America's responsibility, we will make arrangements to resolve the delinquencies.
It has been a violent 4 days in Charlotte. On Friday, a person shot at a busy shopping center in West Charlotte. Sunday, a police officer wounded in a shootout with an armed robbery suspect on West Tray. The suspect also took a bullet. Monday, 2 people shot to death in Northeast Charlotte. And today, a murder on Mount Holly Road. That's where WBTV's Sarah Batista joins us, and she's live. Sarah, you had an exclusive talk with this accused shooter today. What did she have to say?
Well, I was in the process of interviewing her friend when she actually called from jail, so I was able to ask her a few questions and communicate with her. But this is video of Tracy Bell this morning after that shooting. You can see how upset she is. She was crying, rocking back and forth. Police say she shot and killed her boyfriend, 26-year-old Andrew Nichols, just before 4 this morning outside their house on Mount Holly Road. She is now charged with murder. Today, I was able to communicate with her through her friend when she called from jail. She said it all started with an argument, and she blames the justice system.
She said none of this would have happened if the Charlotte-Mecklenburg would have done their job. If the,
2 weeks ago.
She said just 2 weeks ago she had asked them to get him off her property, and they wouldn't even help her then.
Was she scared for her life?
Were you scared for your life last night, Tracy? Yes.
So obviously, she believes that police could have done more to help. But keep in mind, her boyfriend was arrested about 6 months ago for beating her, and he did serve several weeks in jail. I'm told she returned to the relationship because of their 2 children. They have a 1-year-old and a 3-month-old. We're live in West Charlotte. Sarah Batista, WBTV, on your side.
Okay, Sarah, thank you. CMPD is also putting out a call for information on the police officer shooting we mentioned just a few minutes ago. It ended with Malcolm Springs, an armed robbery suspect in critical condition. He had allegedly just robbed a gas station when he was involved in a shootout with police. CMPD is conducting an internal investigation, and they're asking anyone who might have witnessed the incidents to call Crime Stoppers. The number on your screen, 704-334-1600.
Plans to bring baseball to uptown Charlotte are back in the bullpen. The Charlotte Knights are meeting with county commissioners right now. Since 2005, lawsuits have halted a land swap that would put a stadium here in the 3rd Ward. Now, those lawsuits have struck out, and the Knights want to move forward. There are some new questions over funding for the deal, and that's what today's meeting is all about. Our Tom Rousey is there, and you can look for his report coming up tonight on our news at 11 o'clock. Paul?
Well, Maureen, the good folks in Anson County could feel the earth move last night.
Yes, ma'am. And we just had this, like, our whole house just shook. Okay. Have you had any other reports of that? Yes, ma'am.
Well, calls like that flooded Anson and Chesterfield dispatchers after a magnitude 2.9 microquake struck right on the state line. It's the 6th one to hit that area in the past 2 years.
Yeah, we talked about that last night live at 7 o'clock, just after it was reported with Kelly Franson. And Kelly, you mentioned the clouds today moving in and out. They've cleared and the temperature's gone up.
It has gone up. Just a few minutes ago, I reported the high was 80. Well, top of the hour, we hit 81. So that is our new high for the day. But we've got big changes on the way. Find out what to expect next in your First Alert weather forecast.
Been waiting for my 3-year-old. That boy's a hero. He woke his daddy up, and then his daddy came back and got me.
That one child a hero, the other mourned. Next, this local family fights mounting funeral costs after losing their infant son in a fire.